Phnomrung and Pimai, two Angkor period temples not far from the village. After the carving is complete and the mural is dried leather hard, the individual blocks are taken off the easel. The backs are deeply cut to decrease the risk of exploding in the kiln and to help grip the mortar when they are finally installed. Finished Dankwian murals enliven restaurants, adorn temples, and decorate government buildings. This kiln, the smallest kiln of Dankwian, is being loaded with a variety of ware. The inside of the kiln, cool during the heat of the day, is lit only with the light coming in through the fire mouth. The pots, unglazed, are set on a bed of sand. The tiles are stacked one on top of another.
Nguy mà này. Hả? Đóพี่ใส่ให้
When the kiln is stacked, a fire is lit in front of the fire mouth using hardwood logs. The kiln is preheated for 1 to 2 days to dry out the ware. Four days later, when the firing is complete and the kiln relatively cool, the unburnt coals are raked from the ash pit and cooled with water. The large pieces of coals will be used for cooking fires.
Cái ดูค่าความแตกต่างระหว่างไอ้นี่ดอกไอ้นี่อย่างนี้
ใส่รองเท้าสิลูกใส่นี่เร็วใส่รองเท้าลูกเร็ว
The kiln, still uncomfortably hot, is being unloaded. The tiles are unloaded into bamboo baskets. These baskets are used as we would use cardboard boxes. They cost 20 cents each. Later that day, we see Lung Mi making more baskets from split bamboo. Days spent making baskets are productive days for Lung Mi. For the day's 12 baskets, he receives $2.40. Ceramic fish are the item from Dankwian most popular in the U.S. I have seen these fish for sale on Fifth Avenue in New York and at discount houses on the West Coast. The fish are coil-built with a scaled-down version of the coiling technique used in throwing. Most pottery in Dankwian is cold finished. Fired to about 1050 degrees Celsius, it is coated in house paint, followed by a concoction of paint, dirt, and cement. Then it's laboriously sanded and then coated again with a clear finish. It is sold at Pier 1 imports across the U.S. and at import shops across the globe. Another of Dankwian's myriad wares is beaded jewelry. Nui rolls a long coil that will be cut into short lengths with a razor blade and then pierced with piano wire. The finished beads, when fired, will be strung into necklaces and other jewelry. The perfect tourist wear, these necklaces are small, cheap, handmade, and unique. One style of beads is produced to fire natural black, red, and orange and gray colors. The black and gray colors are produced by burying the beads in rice hulls as they are fired. The other colors are produced by varying the firing temperature. The most successful of the ornament makers is Lee. We see him here making matched sets of earrings. He sells mostly to buyers in Europe. He has a weekly time when they call him on the village's only telephone. The sale of a pair of Lee's earrings brings him as much money as the average daily wage of a rice field worker. He uses a little bit of palm oil to keep the stamps from sticking. His tools are repurposed bits of metal, handmade stamps, and plastic he finds around town. These necklaces and earrings, for sale there, were bisque-fired, dipped in bright-colored fabric dyes, and sprayed with clear acrylic. This style of jewelry has the appearance of handmade plastic. A strand of plainer beads costs 20 cents.
This is the chimney of the oldest style kiln in Dankwian. There are 3 examples of these in-ground kilns still in use. The kilns are less efficient and flood during the rainy season, but they are cheap to dig into the clay under termite mounds. This man is raking up old dried kapok pods. They're agricultural waste, and it will be burnt along with wood for the kiln. The predominant fuel for the kiln is hardwood snags and other waste wood. The wood for these kilns is not cut to length, but simply pushed further and further into the kiln as it is consumed by the fire.
This old kiln is being fired for perhaps the last time. Notice how the arch is lumpy and uneven. It will soon collapse. A kiln in Dankwian is expected to last about 10 years. This is a new Dankwian kiln under construction. The bricks and mortar are made of the same materials that the pots are made from, but in sandier proportions. The kiln is built from green bricks. Besides eliminating the firing of the bricks, the main advantage of green bricks is the ease with which they are cut. This is another kiln of slightly different design, influenced by Japanese kilns being built for Ajahn pit. We will watch the construction of this kiln from start to finish. This is the fire mouth being bricked. The man constructing the arch was made nervous by my presence. He hurried to complete the arch and did a poor job. While I was away at lunch, they rebuilt it to much higher standards. The next morning, I helped them by carrying bricks, and everybody relaxed. After each round of brick, the upper edge is trimmed flat with a machete. This is the completed arch. The fire mouth is obscured by a pile of earth in the foreground. A second layer of brick will be added over the first in a stair-step manner. This is the finished kiln. เป็นครับ
เอาวางไหนเดี๋ยวผมพาพี่กินเอง
นี่กินด้วยนะนั่งได้กินเขาเลยเฮ้ยไม่กินก่อนกินเอง10 บาทนะ
10 บาทอะไร
10 บาทเลย
This is what the roadside of Dankwean looked like in November 1988.